What is going on, lunatics? Guys, it is time to have a serious talk about what is going on for the future. We got some updates, we got some details, we even got CZ Binance to acquiesce to some of the demands and make some changes to what his final decision was. And we're going to talk about all of that right after the jump. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid.
All right, guys, here we are. You can see from the chart right here. This is what we discussed yesterday in our Breakfast with Bleaves, and we kind of pointed out that we're in this spot. We created a new line. I turned it green because we saw this happening right here. And I said this should become our line of support. Now we're going to have to bounce off of that a few times and move back up. Otherwise, we are looking at some more downside down to this level. Now, for some of you to see this thing going down is making you a little bit skittish, a little bit nervous. And if that's the case, then you haven't been watching me long enough, because we've been talking about this. The more this price depresses for the immediate future, meaning right now, the more it goes down, the better off we are as an overall product. Listen, we didn't get that absolute moon that we were all looking for, but let's face it, if you were here for that moon, if you were here just because you wanted to see that zero get dropped, if that was your purpose, that's why you were here, then you were here short term. You're not here to the end anyway. You're not here to make that big profit. You're here to make that small bag turn into a big bag overnight, and that's not what this is all about. If you go from where we are right now with 10 million volume like I have, and you drop a zero right here, then basically your bag goes from $2,400 to $10,000. That's not even worth taking out, guys. Either you want your life changed or you don't want your life changed. So that's a decision only you can make. And if that's what you're doing is that short-term bump, then guess what? It's what a lot of people are doing. That's why this price goes up and down. That's why it fluctuates. It's from that trading volume. Now, let's go over here and let's look and see that we have now officially burned over 1 billion tokens from the burn tax. Now, in order to get to 1 trillion, that would take 1,000 days or 3,000 days or something like that. The number is just very, very large. So there has to be some sort of compromise, right? Well, enter Edward Kim. He is the lead developer for the Terra Rebels, and a lot of people were out here panicking. Guys, 500 million Luna Classic on-chain milestone reached, and a 4.2 billion burned by direct send to burn wallet for a total of 4.7 billion coins burned. If you're diamond hands and want more burn, retweet and follow for more updates. Now, this is from Terrarity, and this gives us a total of the amount that's been totally burned since everything happened. And really, we don't need to worry about that too much. But the interesting thing that came along, a message was posted by Edward Kim, and it said CZ burning was plan B. We are still on plan A. Then, of course, everybody had their own crazy ideas about what that means. And he did not reply. But there is only one thing that this could be, and that is the repegging of USTC and Luna Classic. That is the elephant in the room. That's the one that's going to do the big burns. The 1.2 tax, remember, this 1.2% tax, this was done by Vegas Morph in response to a tweet from CZ Binance. So that's where we were. This is where we are. So we burned 1 billion. We're going to still continue to burn. There's 704,000 USTC that have been burned. We're not in a bad spot. Burns are only going to pick up from here. Volume will only continue to increase from here. But here's the important part. The change that Binance administered yesterday, CZ Binance basically said he is what you would call a greedy capitalist pig. I think that's the French word for it. And he basically shut down any hope or speculation that Binance would help the people. They're not there for the people. They're for the rich investors. They don't care about you, the day-to-day trader. They care about their bottom line, which is their profit margin. And even admitting as such, saying that, we don't make any money this way. And that was his reason alone for why they were not going to implement it. Now, after a huge amount, and guys, if you go back and you look at their hot wallet, you will see the moment deposits and withdrawals were enabled, massive amounts were being withdrawn. And immediately, there was a statement released that says, step one, we will implement an opt-in button for people to opt in to pay a 1.2% tax for their Luna Classic trading. Step two, when the opt-in accounts reach a holding of 25% of the total Luna Classic held on Binance, we start to charge 1.2 tax for all opt-in traders when they trade Luna Classic. This prevents people who don't hold Luna Classic to affect the votes. It also gives the early adopters peace of mind that they are not the only few paying an extra 1.2%. The tax only kicks in at a 25% quorum. This should encourage them to opt in more easily. Notice you, by the way, just so you guys understand, all of these words, by continuing to call it a tax and going through all of these things that they're saying, and they're trying to simplify it for people, but they're also using a little bit of a scare tactic here. Step three, when the opt-in traders reach 50% of the total Luna Classic trading volume on Binance, we will roll out the 1.2% trading tax for all Luna Classic trading. This prevents large Luna Classic whales who may hold large amounts but don't actively trade to influence votes. If the threshold for step two cannot be reached within a month of the completion of step one, or falls back below the threshold in the future, we will remove the opt-in feature to keep to a similar user experience. So it's going to be 1 month from the time that the opt-in button is released for the opt-in accounts to reach a holding of 25% of the Luna Classic that are held on Binance. And what basically he did is he added the goalposts, moved them back a little bit, and he's going to make us work for it. So the question now becomes, what are we going to do? This is a testament of, do we want this burn or do we not want this burn? It was very easy. It was very easy for everybody to vote 99.31% to burn when it was everybody else's. But when it's yours, are you going to approve that 1.2% burn? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell to be notified of additional content. We appreciate you so much here. And remember, this is not financial advice. My name is Bleaves, and I am always right. And we're going to have some trading issues right now because some of this stuff has been out of our control. But I believe that Edward Kim, Vegas Morph, and the Terra Rebels are about to do something magical. You guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
I'm looking for the good life, good life.